And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam during the month of Ramadan, he used to live with the Qur'an. Allahu Akbar. His days and nights were spent with the Qur'an. Why not? When Allah Azza wa Jal himself said, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. The month of Ramadan is the month in which the Qur'an was revealed. Allah Azza wa Jal, he said, إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر. We revealed it in ليلة القدر. When Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to meet Jibreel every single night of Ramadan, and he would study the Quran with him, as Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu narrated. And what we take and learn from this hadith is that firstly, it is recommended to read a lot more Quran during this month than you usually do in previous months. And more specifically, to recite Quran in the nights and to study the Quran at night, because that's when Jibreel would come to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and study the Quran with him. Now, so reading the Quran at night, that is a recommendation. To read at night is preferred a lot more than reading the Quran during the day of Ramadan, even though reading the Quran in the day is also encouraged because the whole month is a month of Quran. But more specifically, have parts of the night where you're going to dedicate just to reciting Quran and studying and pondering, contemplating over the Quran. Now, this is very important. And that was the situation of a Salaf and all of the companions. They used to go hard with the Quran during Ramadan, especially in its nights. As-Zuhri rahimahullah, he used to say, when Ramadan began, I used to recite the Quran and feed the poor. Imam Malik rahimahullah, he said, when Ramadan began, I used to take a break from reciting the hadith and sitting in the gatherings of knowledge, and he would focus on the Quran. Sufyan al-Thawri rahimahullah, he said when Ramadan began, he would leave all forms of worship and he would come onto the worship of the Quran. He'd dedicate all his time to reciting the Quran. Well, Aswad ibn Yazid rahimahullah, he used to recite the Quran and finish its recitation every 2 nights in Ramadan. And subhanallah, other than Ramadan, outside of Ramadan, he used to complete the recitation of the Quran every 6 nights. Allahu Akbar. And if you were to pay attention to Qatada rahimahullah, then Qatada, he used to complete the entire Quran every 7 nights. And when Ramadan began, he used to complete the recitation of the Quran every 3 nights. And when the last 10 nights began, the 10 nights of Ramadan, he used to complete the recitation of the Quran once a night. And the narrations in this matter are plenty and many.